Hello and welcome. I just heard the bells at Katharina's Kish tolling. So that means one thing. They tolled 9 times. It's Saturday. Time to stream. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. It's a lovely Saturday. I am the Lord Baldric, and I'm joined tonight with your friend and mine, Lachlan. How's it going, Lachlan?
Hello. I am very patiently waiting for Neocron to install again.
Yeah. So Neocron, it's back. Um, Neocron is a game that Lachlan and I played uh, a while ago. Let's just say that it's been a while since we
You
started and stopped playing it. Actually,
do you remember when you started playing?
no, but I do remember that I believe we were prepping my house to sell when I started playing, and I continued playing when we moved into our new house. So, yeah, that was a hot minute ago.
So I started playing in 2003. So it came out in 2002. That's when it was published. So this is the 20-year anniversary this year.
Nice.
And some people I knew had been playing pre-release back to uh, the OGs were the ones that started playing in beta 4.
Nice.
Uh, so I started playing in 2003, and I know this because I remember picking it up at Half Price Books because my wife was about to give birth to my daughter, and I knew I was going to be home for a few weeks. So I was trolling for something to do in the downtime while I was home, and I picked up Neocron at Half Price Books.
Wow. Half price. You picked up a barely released game at half price books. That's
Well,
classic.
so it wasn't. It was a year old by that point, but yeah, and it had a terrible retail release, at least in the US. And it turns out that when I got home and I installed it and I take the code that's in the box and go to activate, and it says, this code's already been used.
Whoopsie.
So, yeah, I paid like, I don't know, $10 for the install media so that I can install it. And then ended up having to buy a real copy, a real activation code from online.
Oh man.
And of course, back then it required a subscription. Um,
Yeah.
and at one point, I had two subscriptions. So I bought it twice and had two subscriptions because I had on the server we played on, which was Pluto, had a one character slot limit. And so I actually had two accounts so that I could have two characters, which for some reason made more sense than just going to a server that allowed for up to four characters. No, there. I looked it up today because I'm in the middle of writing a blog post that's going to be kind of my memoirs of Neocron in celebration of the 20th anniversary. And there was actually five servers at launch. There were two German servers, two English servers. Um, the each of them had a one and a four character slot limitation, respectively.
Mm.
And then there was a French server that had two character limit, two slots.
Okay.
And when I started playing on Pluto, which was the one character limit one, because my main interest, being this is a cyberpunk themed game, was that I wanted to role play. And so what I was reading was that the people on Pluto were that's really the role play server because one character limit meant that your actions had more consequences or were more impactful, I should say. So I joined Pluto with the idea that I wanted to role play, and I did actually for quite a while. I role played as in a clan called NCPD, Neocron Police Department, in in city administration, and so I actually went on patrols and all that as part of the role play.
Nice. You actually got me into this game, and I subbed as well. If we're gonna throw out dates, I think I started playing in 2006, 2007, right around there.
That sounds
And
about
I was playing on an old, actually it was pretty new at the time, Dell, not an Inspiron, maybe an Optiplex 7060, one of those stupid ass plastic clamshell uh, Dells. I had upgraded the video card because it came with a PCI video card, and I had a low end 3DFX or Nvidia at the time. I don't remember. God, it's been a minute. AGP card that I was running, and it actually ran pretty well. I think it may have been a dual core proc. I think it had 8 gig of RAM in it. Yeah. It was pretty middling for the time, but it was good for me. I liked it. So, what we're doing here, I have a character, the character that I'm playing, while Lachlan attempts to reinstall Neocron for the second time in as many days, right?
Yep. I think I jacked up the installation yesterday on accident, so I had to delete it all and I'm re-downloading it. We've gone 3% in about 20 minutes.
Oh, God. Yeah, well, and if it makes you feel any better, like I told you privately, Lachlan, and like we said as we were playing and reminiscing yesterday, yeah, Neocron is as bug-free and user-friendly as we remember it being. When I did the install, one of the portions of it finished at 140%. So...
So to kind of finish out the sort of the high level history there. So at some point I went from being just a player to actually joining the volunteer GM team. I was one of the few, so most of them were in Germany, and I was one of the few North American volunteer GMs. So yeah, I know firsthand just how bug-free and balanced this game is from behind the scenes.
Dealing with whingy players and submitting
Griefers.
bug reports on their behalf, and yeah, griefers, because we had folks who all they wanted to do was grief folks. So, it's fun, but it can be fun.
And that's tough to do for a game that's, basic premise is PvP.
Yeah. Well, and me being a PvE player, I hate PvP because I hate the thought of losing the crap that I've collected in PvP. So I'm a PvE player all the way. And so one of the concepts in the game, like most of the more modern games that aren't pure PvP, you've got in this game it's called a law enforcer chip. In other games you've got some nerf mechanism to keep the newbies safe so they're not being griefed as soon as they log in. And I think I pulled my LE at one point for about a month, or about a month before I stopped playing. I had ventured out into the wastelands a little further and was doing some of the silo missions with our clan at the time, SXR. Hey, so yeah, I don't have that character anymore, although I'm sure it's still in Reactor's backup somewhere. Reactor was the original publisher of the game here in Germany. So I've created a new character, and being me, I am an offensive psych user. Um, I am an inquisitor, and standing in front of me is Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones is the tutorial bot. So we're gonna run through some of Mr. Jones' missions today and get a.
I helped script some of his missions.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I was, since I was on the GM team when they released Neocron 2, I participated heavily in the testing on the test server prior to the release. So I got to run through most of those missions multiple times.
The old joke about what you think game testing is versus the reality of having to grind the level over and 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 over again.
The only thing that made it bearable was that I could teleport wherever I wanted to any zone I wanted to.
Nice.
I didn't actually have to run it. I just had to go verify that the dialogue worked correctly and it was, there weren't misspellings and things like that.
Bad German translations.
Yeah. At one point so German culture, I think, had a lot to do with it, but it was notoriously difficult for the game developers to trust anybody who wasn't German.
Yeah.
Like everything, GMs, because there had been some past abuses of the GM power, and so everything was logged and audited. But particularly the North American GMs, they did not trust. And so they had started to give me some capability of, creating my own NPCs and scripting missions and things like that. But I literally had to ask for permission for every little thing I did. And I finally just gave up after a while. It was like, this, obviously they're never going to trust me. And, as a consequence, they are no longer in business, and the game is now being run by the community. They handed over the source code to a group of the community members who are now continuing to run the servers and develop, maintain the code. I'm not sure what new features they're adding, but they seem to be doing a pretty good job of it.
You say that they handed over the source code. They didn't really have a choice, though. Well, let's hold that for a minute. So, Mr. Jones, since I am a fairly low-level player, I haven't completed my missions with him yet, so let's start those, and then while I'm walking between zones, we can talk about that little tidbit that you brought up. And so when you were looking into it today, when did 2 drop? Because I didn't play the original. I started after Neocron 2 launched, when Dome of York Doi dropped.
That's right. I think that's actually when you started playing, is right at release, if I recall correctly, because I went, hey, by the way, they're releasing Neocron 2. You should jump in and check it out.
I think you're right. I think that is how that played out, actually.
Let me look that up. I didn't look up the release date for Neocron 2.
All right. So while he looks that up, let's talk to Mr. Jones. Yeah, I think I can handle. So obviously I've done a couple of these missions because I've got a recycling tool and I've got some data cubes and stuff, which are things that he wants you to get and do for him while you're doing it. So we need to give somebody
it was September 30th, 2004.
Oof.
So this month, eight, 18 years ago.
Yeah. Wow. So it was probably right after launch that I started playing. Excuse me.
Yep.
So we need to give these bastards a beating. Well, that sounds like something I'm going to enjoy. We're looking for the ghost record, ghost district. Okay. I need to go in, and I need to go in hard. I need to go loud. And I need to kill 5 of them. That should be doable, because these are fairly low-level mobs. Show them who's the boss, and pull back their actions just a little bit. Alright, Mr. Jones, I'll go kick some ass on your behalf, although, looking at that suit, I think you could do that yourself.
So if you want, I can pull up your stream, and as you're doing these, I can kind of explain some of the mechanics of the game.
Sure. So let me pull up the nav ray. I need to go to... Buyer. Ghost District is over in... Oh, good grief. It's over in Villa, isn't it? Villa Rosso? Over by the P Club?
Did you say Ghost District?
Yeah.
That does not ring a bell for me. I believe that there is on the Navray there is
Mr. Jones missions.
For the Jones missions, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Obviously, I'd forgotten about that. All right, Ghost District. Let's go.
Yeah, okay, there it is.
So, yeah, this is the navigator. Dashed lines that get real confused when you zone spawn. But it's a relatively large map, so it's it's actually kind of interesting how they did some of the zone navigation. There's a subway system in game that you can use to get between major zone areas. So kind of a neat mechanic. And there's also these taxis for shorter distance hops. And yeah, they are. But you know, a gull pod. Whoa, 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 whoa. I want to take it. Okay. Yeah, don't get under the taxis. They will land on your head. It will hurt. You won't feel good afterwards. And good old Tex over here is a level 20 deserter from one of his corporations. You know, classic cyberpunk motif. You work for the corporation, you dedicate your life to the corporation. Well, Tex abandons it, and in one of the later missions, you actually have to, I believe you have to kill Tex. I don't remember.
Is that part of the Jones missions, or?
I think it's part of the Jones missions. This is going to Plaza, and I didn't see where I was supposed to be going. Alright, let's go away from Plaza. Oh, no. Pepper Park. That was the zone I was trying to think of. Pepper
Yeah.
Pepper Park is the red light district of Neocron.
Yeah.
Well, and all of
So,
Doi.
right now you're in Neocron City, and there's basically two separate districts that are kind of part of, or actually three. Each one have multiple districts. So Plaza 1, 2, 3, 4. I think Villa Rosa 1, 2, 3. Those are all pretty much safe zones, I think.
Yeah, they have apartments and they're fairly low risk.
Yeah, but I think I can't remember. I know at one point really only the Plaza. Well, no. I remember during the original Neocron, I think all of the city districts were basically safe zones, and that may have changed with Neocron 2, with only Plaza 1 being a safe zone. Because the reason I say that is because the border between Plaza and Pepper Park was kind of the place to go in PvP, because you would pop out of the safe zone into Pepper Park, shoot and do whatever you can until you get low on health, and then pop back to the safe zone to heal up and prep to go back. And then when Neocron 2 dropped and they changed that, I think only Plaza 1 was a safe zone. Then that area moved to basically between Plaza 1 and Plaza 3, I think.
Huh.
So this is games these days, they don't have zones. It's seamless, right? You move from area of the game to the area of the game, and it seamlessly unloads the old area and loads the new area into memory. But obviously, this is a game from 2002 where it, you clearly go from map to map like you're doing now.
Alright, so I need to kill 5 of them. I'm in the new zone, and since I'm a Psi user, I have to have a glove in order to... Hello there! In order to channel my Psi energy and kill this fool. And we got him. But I'm not going to get any loot off him, am I?
Completely bug-free game.
Absolutely. Certainly no... Ah, crap. I didn't see where that shot came from. Absolutely no problems. Certainly no spawning into walls or anything like that. 376. Okay. You're gonna die. I am not. That's 2! Yeah, the ladder climbing mechanic is a little rinky-dink, actually. Pretty slow as well. Well, there's number 3.
I don't think it's that much worse than GTA.
Well, you're not lying there. But, I mean, GTA is not too much newer than this. So, not saying a lot there.
I think GTA 5 came out in 2010 or 2011.
I believe you're correct. Ah. And this is one of the things that always aggravated me, is trying to get your Psi to shoot. Good grief. Where the hell? Okay, there they are.
You seem to be doing decent damage.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, and hey, once I kill this guy, I'm done with this mission. Whoops. But hey, I need the XP, so let's get the next one. Hi there! Hey, guess what? This is gonna hurt you a lot more than me.
So, this is, I don't think I've seen a game that has quite the same mechanics, mix of skill-based, equipment-based, and Twitch-based combat. So what I mean by that is in order to hit, you actually have to aim the reticle at your target. You're not just, like doing auto-targeting.
Yeah.
And when you use your weapon, you need to maintain the aiming. But
Keep the reticle on the target.
Yeah, keeping the reticle on the target. But behind the scenes, your character skill points, your equipment modifiers, and other things also impact whether you hit or miss, and how much damage you do. So it's not as evident with the Psy because of kind of how that works, but with the pistols and with the projectiles, you actually can aim directly at the thing and pull the trigger and still miss if your skill's not high enough.
Yep. Now then, I want to go home. I could go for a heal right now, go to a med center and heal, but I don't need to because I've got I can just do it myself. To quote one of the scary movies, I don't need your help, I can do it myself. Alright. Now we're going to head back to our apartment. Yeah, and the whole keeping the reticle on the enemy thing was always such a pain in the ass.
You're on Twitch, it says you're playing GTA.
It does? Cool. Thanks, Restream, for updating my stream.
Yeah, I found that doing it at the top where it says update titles doesn't work. You have to go to each individual channel and make the change.
All right. Well, thank you for that notice. Let's go fix that right now because thanks, Restream. Appreciate ya. And this is why I'm looking at getting off of Restream. Well, this is one of the reasons. Edit stream info. Yes, I am live. I am playing Old School Cool Neocron. So that tells me that YouTube is also not updated, I'm sure. Wow. Twitch actually has an entry for Neocron. I am shocked.
Yep.
All right. Oh, that's going up. I love anti-grav elevators. I wish I could have one in real life.
It says you have 3 viewers too.
Nice.
Of course, one of them is me, but...
Yeah. Oh, nope. Says I have 2 now.
Pepper Park Station. Next stop, Outzone Station.
Now you have 1.
Nice. So I wanted to table that conversation earlier, talking about the launch and the bug-free experience and some of the other things. All right. Yes. Oh, no, I don't want to be here. Oh. Yeah, this is Outzone Station. This isn't where I want to be.
If you stay on that, you can go either way, because if you stay on it, it'll just turn around and go the other way.
Okay. I thought it might. Yeah, so the Go Guardian is your accessible everywhere safe, so that's nice. Yeah, Go Guardian in the subway station. Huh, where am I? Oh.
Outzone Station. Next stop, Pepper Park Station. Attention, unsafe area.
And there's the announcement. Attention, unsafe area. Yeah, Outzone is unsafe. Outzone, I want to say Outzone was a PvP allowed area. And
Yeah, Outzone and Pepper Park have always been
yeah,
non-safe zones.
well, and the other way you know that is you don't see a bunch of cop bots walking around, which I seem to recall that was the costume the GMs wore, wasn't it?
Stormbots,
Stormbots. Ah, the military.
which are
Cap system.
the next level up from a cop bot.
Ah.
Pepper Park
And
Station. Next stop, Via Rosso Station.
the Stormbots had the white halo around the muzzle of their rifle, and the cop bots did not. Is that right?
Yeah, the rare weapons
Pepper Park
have the
Station.
halo.
Next stop,
Okay.
Via Rosso Station.
And rare weapons have to be assembled by collecting multiple artifacts
Okay.
to craft them. So somebody has to craft them for you.
Via Rosso Station.
Yay.
Next stop, Plaza Station.
And Via Rosso is where I want to be, because that's home. So there's a cop bot. Let's see if I can not get shot here. Oh, wow.
Don't pull out your weapon.
That
So, yeah,
is...
I think. Well, so you're not in a safe zone, so you can pull out your weapon, but if you use it,
I'll die in a hurry.
yeah, he'll aggro you. In
Yeah.
this true safe zones, if you try to pull out your weapon, it'll say
Drop that weapon.
away, and it will auto put it away for you.
Yeah. So, like here, it should. Hello, officer. How are you? Roger that. Move along. Yeah, so this is a safe zone. The other area obviously was not. So, yeah, Reactor was a German company, and living here now, I can see them. I can see the trust issues with the North American GMs and North American, hell, probably the players, I'm sure. So...
They hated them. I mean, they hated the players.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I mean, they didn't outright hate them, but you could tell just by the way they talked about them on the IRC channel. You know, there was a GM IRC.
Right. Mm.
There was a lot of contempt, yeah. And there had, I mean, to be fair, there had been some history with all GMs, not necessarily North American ones. You know, there had been abuses of power, people spawning stuff, so some of it was warranted, but it always seemed to me that if you spoke German, you got more trust than if you didn't speak German, because there were very few of the devs that were, you know, did speak both, and so everything had to be funneled through the ones that did.
Yeah. So we had been talking about the fact that Neocron today is being maintained by a group of volunteers, and there are actually two Neocrons now. There's this one that we're playing that's managed by the Neocron support team, and there's the other, which is the NCC, the Neocron Core.
Neocron Classic.
There we go.
So that's the neocron.org group.
And you had made a comment about how, like I said, they released the code to the community, but they really didn't have a choice because that cat was already out of the bag. During an update, Reactor actually bundled the entire source tree for the server and the client in the update package. And one of the community members noticed this and was able to extract that source code and figure out how they were running their servers.
Yeah. And I'm not sure how much I should say about this on stream, but I actually knew a guy who...
I just know that there was controversy over that, and Reactor reacted rather quickly, which was not something they usually did.
Yeah. Well, so I think there are two separate instances. One is, I think that when Reactor, the company, went bankrupt, people had been asking for a long time to hey, if you ever were going to go out of business or whatever, hand it over to us. We'll take care of it. We'll deal with it.
Yeah.
And I think everyone was pretty surprised when they actually did, because there had been... So the Neocron Classic actually predates, and I'm not sure if it's the same group of people that I knew, but there was basically a case where somebody I knew, I won't say names or anything, but he had volunteered to help do some development, and he managed to get access to everything, and he was starting his own server. And he had invited me, because I had GM experience, he invited me to help administer the server. That lasted a little while till he started getting cease and desists from Reactor. So I'm not sure if that's the same group that eventually became the Neocron Classic people. But I believe the Neocron support team are the official, like... Most of the people who were working for Reactor maintaining the game, even some of the devs, I think, when the company went bankrupt, continued working on it. So they're the official handoff was to them.
Okay. I didn't realize any of the devs were part of support team.
I know at least the head GM, the guy that was the head GM, the one that I quit GMing because of him. I know at least he came over, and he was, I don't know if he still is, but he was part of that handoff.
Okay.
Well, at least some of the GMs, and the GMs were paid. Take that back. Some of the GMs were paid.
Ah.
But they definitely couldn't pay any of the North American GMs because of tax issues.
Right. That would be an entire nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and visit the job center in Plaza Sector 2 for a job. Wow, so apparently I ran all of the missions except the last one for Mr. Jones already. Well, I got 3,000 XP in all of my skills. Yay.
And you should get a a reward for completing all those.
I did. I got a cleansing fire, which I thought the cleansing fire was a priest, and I'm an inquisitor. So that's different. But you just have to love that icon. Everybody's got to have a dick joke in there somewhere, right?
The professions really don't mean anything other than the default or the starting distribution of your skill points.
So looking at techhaven.org earlier today, because that is the font of knowledge for Neocron, I thought that the distribution of excuse me, reset. I thought that it actually you got different items based on your profession as well. So like the priest, which is
you get different starting items.
Okay.
But that's it. I mean, just it's a different default distribution of your initial skill points and different items, and you get different Mr. Jones missions, and that's literally the only difference. You can completely lom out all of those skill points and become a passive monk if you want.
Okay. LOM being loss of memory.
Yes. So how you retrieve... So to kind of explain how the skill system works. So you have the 5 categories there. You have intelligence, strength, constitution, dexterity, and psi. Each of those gains experience and levels individually based on what you're doing. So you level constitution by taking damage. You level dexterity by running and shooting and doing whatnot. For each level, I believe it's 5 skill points that you get, and you can distribute those skill points within that category. So in the, what are you on?
A strength.
Within strength, you've got melee, heavy, transport, resist force, and resist piercing. And for every level, I think it's up to 20 or 50.
I think
Each
it's
level is
20,
one
yeah.
skill point, and then it goes up to 5 skill points per level. So the more levels you gain in each skill, the more expensive it becomes. So this really requires that you specialize.
Yeah.
To be effective in almost anything, you really have to specialize. The loss of memory pills allows you to retrieve those skill points back, with the penalty being that you lose experience in that category. So if I want to get all those athletic points back and put them somewhere else, I can use the loss of memory pills, and I may lose a level or 2 in strength when I do it.
Yeah.
Depending on how high level I am. Because the amount of experience to go from between levels increases as you get closer to 100.
Speaking of, was your character going to be a droner?
I have done a drone character before when they first came out. I think the character that I have now, I recreated my very first character.
Okay.
It was Lachlan, who was a private eye, pistol private eye. And the reason it's so kind of nostalgic for me, that particular character, is because I was role-playing quite a bit. And so I was, like I said, I was role-playing as a police officer, so I picked the private eye profession, or private eye class, which the difference between the different classes is basically where each of those 5 categories caps at. So private eye is kind of the jack of all trades, master of none character. He's got moderate skills across. He doesn't specialize in any one category, so you can do a lot with him. Some people have even made private eye monks. As weird as that sounds.
A private
but-
eye monk. Yeah,
Yeah.
that does sound weird.
Well, and that was before. I think they rolled that back, but during Neocron 2, they basically made it. I think they basically made it impossible to do that because they lowered the cap on the psi so drastically low because the big boogeyman for the devs was always the hybrid monk.
Right.
Because the trade-off with the monk is supposed to be, the psi monk is supposed to be, you're either aggressive or you're passive.
You can't be both.
If you can do both, then you're overpowered because then you can do a lot of damage and keep yourself healed and keep other people healed.
Right.
And so that was always the boogeyman. They always did a lot to try to prevent. If you could do it, but you were hamstring. So one of the ways they did that was they just made heals require quite a lot of skill points to use effectively, which meant that they were kind of out of reach of the private eye.
You know, maybe I'm not gonna go down just yet. I hate those flowers so much.
Yeah, because they're ranged.
Yup. Although, they're supposed to be snakes, aren't they? Cleansing
There
fire.
are snakes.
Oh,
Oh, you're setting things on fire.
well, of course I am. I'm cleansing them. Everything needs a good cleansing burn on occasion, doesn't it? Especially the world.
Not compatible with life.
Well, that's true. Ooh, a giant rat. I think he's upset with me. What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, and flies. I don't know what's worse, the bees or the mosquitoes? Or these
at least they're
damn
not
things. At least they're not what?
Death mosquitoes from Valheim.
Oh my god, yes. Those damn things. Come on, shoot already. Alright, just gonna let him burn out. Or maybe not. Alright, I still have 34 pounds left in my inventory before I... And the fun thing about inventory in this game is you have 32 pounds until you're overweighted, but you start slowing down when you have less than 5 pounds. So
But that changes. You can increase that by putting points in transport.
right. Why, when I was targeting the near one, did it hit the far one? Uh-oh. He needs another dose of fire there. There you go.
Ooh,
So...
I'm at 73%.
Oh, wow.
You downloaded over BitTorrent or something.
BitTorrent's actually pretty good for me downloading usually.
Well, BitTorrent is good for high demand. If you got one person downloading something, it takes forever because you gotta download it from seeds.
Right.
So BitTorrent is great for like Linux distributions and stuff like that, where there's lots of people updating.
Yeah.
But for a 20-year-old game with like less than 100 players,
That even when it was popular was questionably popular.
yep.
Oh, this might get a little interesting.
they call it a massively multiplayer online first person shooter, but the massively part is a little bit tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Because, 100 players on a server, and the server would start dying.
Don't hurt me,
Zones
please.
would start crashing.
Well, that was one of the things I never knew.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, it didn't happen that much.
Well, yeah. So I remember going into Plaza a few times, and there were 20 or 30 folks in there, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so the map is small enough that with about 40 to 50 people, it feels plenty populated.
Yeah.
It's not a huge map. But that being said, I think things were better under the original Neocron, where there was only one city,
Yeah.
because that city was pro city, anti city. It didn't matter. It was a safe zone. Everyone could go there, and that's where all the trade happened.
Yeah.
When they split it with Neocron 2 and added Dome of York, the idea was that the pro city factions would hang out in the city, and the anti-city factions will all hang out in Dome of York. And in fact, it was, pretty much shoot on sight if you went to your opposite city. So if I was a city faction and tried to go to Dome of York, the guards would immediately attack.
Yep.
So I think at that point, pretty much Tech Haven became the de facto trade zone.
There we go. Ah, more flying crap.
Halfway between the two cities.
Yeah, you actually, to get between the cities, you actually had to go into the out zone, which was not at all safe. I might have fallen off a couple of mountains.
Yeah, you had to go out in the wasteland. At least to tag the teleporters, the gene replicators.
Right.
The first. Once you got them, you could just pay to teleport.
Right.
But so the PvP aspect, the end game aspect of the game, was holding and keeping the outposts, which are in the wasteland, and you got benefits if your clan or faction had control of those outposts. Number one, you could fast travel to them, because the clan that owns that outpost controls who's allowed to use the teleporter at that outpost.
And wasn't it cheaper to go through relay outposts to get to Doi than going straight to Doi from city?
Well, I mean, you would have to have tagged a teleporter in Doi.
Right.
To do that, but I think the cost between replicators was pretty constant.
Okay.
And once you start making decent amount of money in the game, pretty easy for money not to be an issue.
Yep.
As far as using it for teleporting.
Like what I'm about to go do, of sell a bunch of crap to the pawn shop.
Well, you make money by killing higher level mobs. So as you kill higher level stuff, you make more money.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of what we would call dungeons, caves that you go through, clear them out, and then leave, and they repopulate, reset, and then you go back and do it again. You just keep doing that over and over and over.
Oh my god, they still haven't fixed this bot. 20 years, almost 20 years later, and he's still sitting here on his knees. You know, I would say don't change Neocron, but there are a number of things I would like to change. The music cue right here being one of them, because a lot of the stores are this way.
Yeah.
You get a quick clip of the music and then it's gone. You know, let's yeah. So that was a low.
And, and most of that stuff I don't even notice anymore because it's just always done it, you know.
I'd forgotten about most of it, and then I jumped back in. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, and there's that. Oh yeah, robbing the boxes in Plaza One Yo's
Yeah.
because they occasionally actually have really good stuff in them. Yeah, I'll sell you some gold pods. I don't think I need them. Animal skins at 120 a pop. Yes, please. And do you remember, does the cost for you to regen when you die go up as you level up?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Chitin scraps at 190 apiece. Limbs
The
at
cost may
100.
be variable based on what you have in your inventory, but
Yeah, Neocron. It's a fun game. It's certainly a nostalgia trip for me. And you, it sounds like, as well.
oh yeah. I mean, like I said, it inspired me to sit down and start writing my memoir.
My time in NCPD.
Yep. So I'm probably gonna end up making it a multi-part because I've written the first part, which ended up, I kind of had to go into a kind of the background and description of the mechanics of the game and things like that in order for some of the stories to make sense.
Yeah.
But basically, I told the story of sort of how I got started in Neocron and my time role playing. I think the clan was actually in NPD, Neocron PD, and role playing that, and then being out in the wasteland hunting warbots and meeting Trinity. And so it was kind of this, we were role playing, obviously. And she was like a clan leader in the Fallen Angels at Tech Haven.
Oh, nice.
And so that they're kind of the tech outcasts. They were cast out of the city when the Cymonks were running the government in the city. And oh, that brings back memories.
The hacking?
The hacking game.
Oh,
you went into Hacknet.
I did. Hmm.
That could have been. I'm so disappointed that wasn't. They didn't do better stuff with that. That could have been really, really awesome.
It could have been.
So, yeah. So I met Trinity, and it was kind of this, kind of a star-crossed lovers type role play.
Okay.
Where, because I'm a police officer in the city administration in the city, and she's a tech outcast, and kind of like that. And eventually, she convinces me to switch my allegiances and move with her to Tech Haven.
Oh, nice.
So So I leave city administration and join Fallen Angels, go live in the Tech Haven, and then somehow there was some kind of drama. I don't remember all the details, but so within the politics system, a clan, I think it's a clan leader, runs for the faction leader position, I think.
Okay.
And there's a vote. And so there was some kind of deal where some guy was challenging her for the leadership of Fallen Angels, if I remember right. And so we end up kind of going, oh, let him have it, and that's when we ended up joining up with SXR.
Oh, okay.
So we, and actually her real life husband was in SXR. And so she knew FN, and Zhu was his character in the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so that's when we both went to SXR, and shortly after that, she joined the GM team, became a volunteer GM.
Right.
Which is how I became one, because she recruited me to do it.
Okay. She recruited you to not be trusted.
Yeah. So yeah, that was how I became a GM, and she didn't play as a player very frequently after she became a GM. And so, and then shortly, and then she left altogether, and I continued to be friends with Zhu. We had a real life meetup at his house. I went up there.
Yeah, that is a name I remember.
Yep.
What the hell?
And it was, I think it was about a year ago. She was on the SXR Discord server, saying because of the pandemic, she had some time to play, because she hadn't really been playing any games, and so she was playing, and I think that's when I last installed Neocron and played for a while. We went farming aggressors for a little bit.
Straight back into dungeons, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Alright, I am not part of the biotech faction. So why the hell did it take me there?
What faction are you in?
Well, that is an excellent question.
Axis.
You must be a member of a faction in order to access this. Not Hypercom. Faction.
What is your reputation?
Well, it says that I'm part of... Oh, you know what? Yeah. I don't think I have...
No, you remember biotech.
Yeah, I think I'm at best neutral, though, because I haven't run many missions for them.
Yeah.
So, alright, let's see if we can get a very easy mission from Biotech Systems. TL30 research job. Yeah, forget that. Giant rat.
Make her really the aggressor missions.
The what?
The aggressor missions.
Uh-huh.
So in Plaza 1, there's a cellar, and you can take those aggressor missions, pop in there, fire a couple shots, retreat, and then once you kill 5 of them, run, pop back upstairs, turn the mission in.
Nice. Oh, I thought they were out in the wastelands.
No. I think they're, I want to say hard or very hard. One of those.
Oh. Okay. All right. So we have a mission to go to biotech, and we need to kill, I think it's 5 or 10 giant rats. Which means we're going to go right back into that sewer we were just in. And we're going to hunt the rats. But first, I hear you say, why the hell are you going the wrong way then? Well, because we have to go into the office to officially accept the mission. And then we can jump down there. Oh, this is Protopharma, not biotech. Okay. Well, obviously I need... because, it would be too easy to just have...
It's not far from where you are.
Yeah, but the headquarters should be where my bloody apartment is.
Nope.
You're going to explore this city and you'll like it.
Nobody else.
Didn't those doors used to open by themselves?
Yeah, I think so.
Or did I just get so used to right-clicking that...
You probably just got used to right-clicking on them.
Alright, where are I don't remember who the hell I need to talk to. Oh. I don't have to talk to anybody here. I just need to go kill some rats. Criminy.
84%.
Ooh, woo.
I will be back in a moment.
You might be ready to finish the install when I'm done streaming.
Yeah.
Very easy. Yes. Very easy sewer. Let's get us... That doesn't look like a giant rat. Yeah, that's a big dog. That dog is on fire with a door closed on him. Well, that's certainly special, isn't it? That hissing sound. Incredibly annoying. Oh. Nice doggy. Nice doggy spitting radiation. Oof. Alright, speaking of, we're gonna heal thyself here. The best part, sometimes the best part of the fight is knowing when to get the hell out of it. Mutant dogs.
Must be a fight to the death.
Huh?
Must be a fight to the death.
Yes, absolutely. The mutant dogs that were barking radiation at me didn't seem like a good idea for me to continue. Alright, hey, Medicare, yes please. Yes, where's the bed?
Can't you heal yourself?
I can, but it takes too long. I figured I'd just come to medic... What the hell? It's a go-go!
Well, in case you want to buy a bunch of drugs and stuff them in your go-go.
Keep being you, Neocron. I wonder... okay. In all seriousness, I have to wonder if that was a... if the backside of the other go-go was just barely in the wall to where I could trigger it from that side. Funny, possibly not as strange as I had thought. Or possibly not as deserving of as much light as I was making of it.
Oh, it's okay. It's always okay to mock Neocron.
Yeah, but that being said, you know...
It's done out of love.
We'll go with that. Alright, now I can get my now I can get my penis envy out.
Was that the fire?
Yep, the cleansing fire.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that will always be a penis joke for me. It will never not be a penis joke. On the plus side, I have a handy exit strategy now. It tells me where I need to go. And what the hell? Come on. Alright.
No joke, man.
Hmm?
No joke, man.
Yeah. And of course, now I come back, I'm not going to find any giant rats.
Of course.
Oh. Bees! Not the bees! And this is why... yeah. Just trying to shoot these damn things is why I'm about to create another character and just do a good old tank. Give me a nice rifle. Run through the Mr. Jones missions. Come down here and break shit with a little recycling on the side.
If you create a character that is, I think it's driver,
Mm.
the reward is a vehicle.
Oh, nice.
So you can actually create the character, do the Mr. Jones mission, hand the keys off to one of your other characters, and keep the vehicle.
Nice. Oh, there's one giant rat. I think he saw me. Alright, 4 more to kill. Oh. Well, hello there. Oh, hi, Mark. Now, if you just die for me, that'd be great. Yes, you did. I saw it. Why would she say that? So at some point, I am going to have to watch that movie. I've never actually seen it.
I don't think you do. I think just knowing the memes is good enough.
But I mean, is it good enough to know that Zardoz is 2 hours of Sean Connery and various other actors and actresses in a diaper, or do you need to see it? I'm going to go with you really need to see that. Because it is Zardoz. It is a classic. A classic of why not to do drugs. But it's still a classic. Alright, 3 more. 2 more.
I mean, after all, people are still talking about it.
Exactly.
Drugs are a hell of a drug, man.
They are. Oh, that little jerk is still alive. 68% of the time it works, 86% of the time. And I say that as somebody who despises Will Ferrell.
Any particular reason?
I don't like him as an actor. I don't know. Just something about him grinds my gears.
He can be a little annoying.
Oh. Well, hello there. Did you come here to die too? You did. Giant rat. I think I have 2 more. 1 more after him. Yep, 1 more. Hey, look, there's 1 more. Yay! Any day. So yeah, the combat in Neocron is a little interesting, we'll say. Yes, 1250 XP and all skills. That'll come in handy.
It is intended to have quite a steep progression, but it gets a lot easier when you get up to higher levels.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and I had, you know, before I stopped playing, I had a level 30 or 40 Psy player, and well, you know, rose-colored glasses and all that. Combat was a lot easier for that character. Like, those stupid plants down there that are not snakes, but they look like rattlesnakes, and they sound like rattlesnakes, but they're not, they're plants.
They're man-eating plants.
Yes, I wasn't afraid to tackle those when I quit playing. Whereas right now, I don't know if I could take them out or not, to be perfectly honest. Hey, Sai just leveled up. Woot.
So you never capped out a character then, I take it?
I did not.
Yeah, that's when the I capped out a PE, a private eye, but that's because the caps are so low. I was always, so you know where SXR got its name, right?
No.
Okay, so SXR is Synergy XR. And originally the clan was called Synergy, and there was a split.
Oh.
And so the group that FN split off with, so they are having a problem where they everyone kept re-rolling their characters.
Why?
So like they never could get anybody that was PvP ready, to do outpost fights because everyone was always re-rolling their character. And it's a one character server, right? One slot server.
Yeah.
So Synergy XR stands for Synergy X re-rolling. No re-rolling.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was a bit guilty of that. I particularly on my second character, I kept changing my mind. Do I want to be a droner? Do I want to be a healer? And eventually I did end up having my PE, my primary character Lachlan was a PE, and then my secondary was Zavette, and she was the healer.
I remember Zavette. She healed me a lot.
Yep. And that now in ESO, those are my characters. My primary is Lachlan, and my healer is Zavette.
Nice. I keep trying to hit E to open the cabinets.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Uh-huh.
I do have metal pipes. Excellent. I keep my wood.
That's always good.
Right. Okay. So I do have. Okay. So, alright, I'll just hang on to that. And let's go pick up a mission. Hit Yo's. Oh, that's the game music. Oh my lord.
I'm at 86%. I've gained a whole 2%.
Yes. Downloading missions. Yeah, and these quick missions, air quote on quick, these missions are generally a good way to get some clan loyalty and get some XP. So I need...
Honestly, that's really about it. That's the only time anybody ever uses those is when they need to fix their soul light or gain reputation with a particular faction in order to faction hop.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you really get way more XP by just going out and killing stuff.
Huh. Okay. Abstract parts come from for further information. Please ask HR Director Dev Back in the Biotech HQ. Alright, so I have 2 days to do this. Let's go visit Yo! What were you going to say?
Nothing. I just said, yeah.
Alright, I need to get this APU leveled pretty hard, and then we need to take some folks into the wastelands at some point. Maybe do an outpost, but most of SXR has moved on, haven't they?
There are a few that play. Most of the ones, I don't know them. They joined after I quit playing.
Okay.
I did see you were on the SXR Discord at one point. You may have left it since, but I was looking back through some of the chat logs looking for something and saw your name.
Yeah, I actually looked at it. I do have it. I just have it set up in an area that I don't see very often. I've got it in a folder somewhere.
Oh, I didn't know you could do folders.
Yes. It's great when you have some noisy servers that you don't necessarily need to see all the time.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look into that.
There we go. I can die 3 times now. Yay! Yeah, grouping, I think, is what that's called.
Oh, okay. I know I can do it on Element.
Yeah. I don't know who got it first. I don't know if Element got it first or if Discord did. I'm sure it was Slack. Slack leads. Just ask Gartner where they bought it. I mean, awarded it.
Yeah.
Because Gartner would never sully themselves by
Attention citizens.
yeah, anyway. All right.
It's that's completely irrelevant because Microsoft is gonna kill them all.
Yes, Teams is going to be the winner, obviously. Macmillan, Kemp. Hey there. That's a big gun you got there. Looks like there's going to be a lot of splash damage if he has to fire that, doesn't it?
Yep.
Oh, what do I have to do? 5 Aurelium. Okay. $700 credits? Am I going to get a TL50? Because a TL30 is only 500 direct from Crichton's. Ask me how I know. Yeah, I think I'll just go to the Go-Go and get me some, go pull my recycling tool from there. Okay, I need to talk. Okay, so I need to make 5 Aurelium. I need a Go-Go to get my recycling tool because I didn't think to grab my recycling tool. Fuyo. Arg. Come on, biotech. Don't you have a freaking Go-Go I can use? Not in here.
There is one, yes.
Why is there not one in the gene wrap?
Oh, there was.
Where the... Thank you. There it is. There we go. Alrighty. Where... There's my recycling tool, my TL30 recycling device. Thank you.
I have memories of doing. I think it was after Dome of York released, after Neocon 2 released. I think we initially went with a anti-city faction
Yep.
because I have distinct memories of using the gene replicator to go directly to Biotech HQ and just fighting all of the guards. Like as a group, like we would just show up and it was kind of like almost like farming XP.
Seriously? Like
Yeah.
just pop in and
Yeah, we had the gene replicator tagged, and we would just
pop in and be all, "Hey, motherfuckers."
just start wailing on them.
Yeah, that sounds like SXR.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why we were doing that. I just remember, and I'm like, because it doesn't. That's why it doesn't make sense. It's because we were biotech, right? So why would we be fighting? So I think it must have been after Neocron 2 came out, and we went with a anti-city faction at first, so we could see, what the city looked like, what the new Dome of York city looked like. Of course, I knew because I'd been playing for a while.
Yeah.
As a tech.
But you couldn't let on.
Right.
Aurelium. I need 1 chitin, 3 green poison gland, and 1 wood. Oh, that might be a problem. I don't know that I have any green poison glands. Oh. I have at least 2. Excellent. Unfortunately, I need 15 of the damn things.
I think you get those from the
Stupid freaking plants that I don't want to jack with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Alright.
How'd you get the ones you have?
I have no idea. Primary apartment. How much is it gonna... That's not what I wanted. I want... No. That's what I want. It's gonna cost me 1,000 credits to go to my damn apartment.
90%.
Nice. Hey, it's not E to open it. Cormacan poison gland. Well now. A blue poison gland. And no green. Shit. I'm gonna have to go downstairs and kill me a bunch of those damn plants so that I can get 15 damn poison glands. That is not what I wanted to do. Or I could just go buy 5 Aurelium. That is actually a viable option. Open, open, open. All right.
There's apparently a building in Beirut that is only 2 feet wide at its smallest point and only exists because this guy wanted to block his brother's view of the ocean.
Wow.
The name of it is the Arabic word for the grudge.
I believe it. Damn, locked. Damn, it's locked. But not if I hack it. Yeah. So the object here is you want to get more of these nodes unlocked than the opposition. So I've got lots of stars there. And they still have 3 more attempts that they can do. So he could get 2-3 more nodes. And that would match me. But I win. Whoops.
You ran out of time.
But what?
There's a timer on it.
But I'd had it. Oh, I must not have had it. Whoops. Oh, crap. Yep, I didn't need it.
Login security
Dang.
failed.
Okay, so I need to get all of those stars. There we go. Now I've won. Now I have exceeded my minimum requirements. And I can open the door and quickly hop down and start killing those fucking plants.
Yeah, you have to get the minimum number, but he can block ones you've unlocked.
Right. Oof. Oh, it looks like it's only basically one hit to kill these obnoxious things. Except for this one, which needs more. Oh, but fire. This truly is a cleansing fire. That
Heal
was...
to be set you free.
Whoa. Oh, I forgot there was a swimming mechanic in this.
Mm-hmm.
And no, no green poison. That shit. Hello? Oh, because I was swimming. Right, it put it away. Now shoot. Heal me. Heal me. I do feel the need for a healing. These damn things. I hate these plants so much, and none of them are giving me the green poison gland. These things are spawning fast. Oh my. I need a heal. It'd be nice if this damn thing would. Okay. These things are spawning really fast. I'm going to get to an area where I am safe and figure out. Figure out how I can get the hell out of here. There we go. I've got one extra, and they've got 3. And those nodes are basically... What the hell? Those nodes are basically binary logic. So... Let me do this again, since I'm gonna have to. So, that's a 1-for-1. What he just hit... Or these are ANDed. And both of these would have to be ANDed to get the multi out. Did I miss it again? I thought I had enough.
Well, you had it, but he reset it.
Oops. All right.
94%. Woo!
Nice.
I might get to play today. So excited.
Okay, I'm gonna come up top. I'm gonna let my psi manipulation heal me. And I'm gonna look up where I might find that green poison gland. Spawning. This item drops in a mob's loot. Cool. So, I just need to go around and...
You could always go to the poison caves.
I think I'm good, thank you. I could also go upstairs to yeah, it is Crichton's. Queen Penelope, huh? And just buy 5 vials of beryllium.
The Neocron Police Department informs.
Pretty sure it'll be cheaper than...
Responsibilities and rights as a Neocron citizen.
Pretty sure it'll be cheaper than
In Via Rosso,
screwing around for an hour trying to find... no. There we go. M's. Yeah, see, 30 apiece. 150. I make 350. Thank you. Sold. And that was always one of the problems with the economy in this game, in my opinion.
What's that?
The fact that a lot of these missions, at least the lower level missions, because I never did any missions higher than medium, I think, it didn't make sense to actually farm the damn mission items. Just go buy it.
Well, most games are like that. It's just that they usually put a restriction on that says you can't just go buy them and turn them in.
And I don't recall that being the case here. Watch them have patched that out.
No, there was never that restriction. But like ESO is that way.
Right. Yeah, you have to go farm the crap.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Jackson, I'd like a word.
You could also just buy them off another player too.
Yeah. Alright, we are going to turn this mission in, and then we're going to take a short break while Lachlan finishes getting it installed.
Wouldn't count on it.
Oh, I'm in the wrong supply room. Is that him? That's him. Hello, Derek. I gained a little sympathy. Oh, that's the main office. Oh, Medicare is on the bottom floor. Regardless. All skills, 200 XP, and sympathy with biotech. So, win, I guess?
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, to change factions you need 50 sympathy with that faction.
Oh, wow.
To use that faction's trader to get the high level items you need 100.
Yeah, I think that was part of my problem.
Attention citizens. Any dangerous criminals sighted inside the inner city limits.
Oh,
It's at the
I'm
top.
biotech loyalty 52. Okay, so I got 1 point. I got one faction sympathy with each of them. or for each of the missions that I just ran. All right.
But another way to get faction sympathy would be to kill
Faction
players
enemies.
of the enemy factions. Yeah.
Okay. So, should I put more points into barter or hacking? Barter.
It depends on what do you want to do. I
Take.
mean, barter gives you cheaper prices with the vendors.
Yeah.
Hacking obviously has lots of uses, including hacknet and getting into belts and getting into doors and stuff like that.
But you have to take your law enforcer chip out to hack belts.
Wherever you go,
Correct.
Disappointing. And athletics is stamina for running. Body health is health. Endurance also affects your stamina, doesn't it? Okay.
Yep. To be able to carry more, there's a transport skill.
Right. But the transport skill is in strength.
Yes.
Which is where I put all 5 of my points in strength. So we're gonna do body health because I keep running low. And I get into unhealthy situations. And let's do agility for that. And psi power. Do you recall, is that your targeting reticle?
Well, with psi, targeting is instant, I believe. So as long as you have the cursor on your target when you click the left mouse button, I think you automatically target.
Okay.
Unless they changed it. The targeting reticle was usually for weapons, projectile weapons. But who knows,
Okay.
they may have changed it. Or I could be misremembering.
I don't want intelligence, I want psi. Maybe use psi power. Focusing. To be able to use the psi module requires a certain amount of focusing. Each module requires a certain level in this subskill depending on the strength of the module. Okay.
So if you right click on the module,
Yep.
and it details it will show you how much it requires.
Yep, show info. So this particular one, I need a focus of 46 to be able to use it, and I have a focus of 36. I need an APU of 87. I've got 55, and I need a psi of 37. So I need a couple more levels to be able to do that. Now the problem is, I'm at that point where okay. All right, 41. So, next bump in my psi. I'll bump my focusing. Okay. Well now. So I think here's what we're going to do. It's 22:51. I've got about 10 minutes left officially on the stream. Where is your install at, Lachlan?
96%.
Sweet. I'm going to take a short break. I'm going to take about a 10-minute break. Let's see where you're at, and when I come back, either you'll be ready to play, and we can drop into one of the dungeons and start whacking a bunch of crap. Or I'll go into the dungeon and whack a bunch of crap by myself for a little while.
Okay. Hopefully I'll be able to join you shortly.
Hopefully, that would be fantastic if you could. Because dungeon running is always more fun when you have more people doing it with you. So folks, we will be back shortly. And we're back. So Lachlan, you were at 96% when I walked away to get me a cool and refreshing beverage. How you doing?
Still at 96%?
Excellent.
At least I'm not going backwards.
True story. But now we have to ask, do we have to wait for you to hit 140%?
I sure hope not. I didn't have to last time, so...
You didn't have to, or you didn't notice it last time?
No, I saw it stopped at 100% last time.
Okay. Well. You can't see it, but my glass is raised to you, sir. So I'm going to go back into this very easy dungeon. I'm going to ignore the living shit out of these obnoxious plants. And I'm going to kill some stuff up here. You know, maybe I'm not going to ignore these plants because I'm only getting 18 credits per kill on these. I may drop down to level 2 so that I can get some more XP and credits for each of my kills. Make them more
I say
worthwhile.
we're ready for the out zone and go kill mutants. I'm not kidding.
Maybe with both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, with both of us, sure. But by
Said we.
Well, okay, Mr. 96%. Let me know when you're at 100% and logged in, and then we can talk about that.
Fair point.
It's a fair cop, Gov.
Bless you.
Why, thank you, but I don't need blessings. I have plenty already. All right, can I get down? Yes! First time. Of course, I'm going to have to redo it because it won't let me down. Stupid thing. God. Bugged game mechanics. I think I beat it. He got a 1 for...
Login security passed.
Oh my lord. Yeah, no. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but I guess it worked out in my favor.
Login security passed.
Thank you. Why can I... Shoot him. Thank you. He shoots me first. These plants are incredibly baneful. Ah, and we lost a viewer. Well, that's disappointing. Maybe instead of going down to the second level in a very easy dungeon, I should just go to an easy dungeon. Oh wait, I tried that.
Yeah, because having to hack your way down there every time is a pain.
Well, but I tried that, and I got my ass handed to me by rad spitting dogs, too. And... yeah. I think that's what we're gonna do, since 18 XP. Not at all what I was looking for. Man, he must have been eating well. Still on fire. Full of tallow.
97?
Sweet. At this rate, it may still be today when it finishes installing.
Yep.
There we go. There's 50 XP. And hello, Captain. Die. Flying bees, that's what we need. Nicolas Cage would be horrified.
Flying bees where you are?
Hmm?
Flying bees seem to be the usual sort.
Yeah.
They're actually called flying in the game.
As
Or
opposed...
I call them bees.
Yes.
Yes. As opposed to...
What kind?
Well, you can call them bumblebees or wood bees or carpenter bees or
asshole
any number.
bees.
But flying seems to be pretty much universal.
You say that.
And using that as a descriptor, then I would just call them bees.
You say that. But really, how do you know they're flying?
Of course, you may be able to tell me if that's some sort of weird quirk of the German language in a translation.
It actually kind of is, because to your point, you have sweat bees and bumblebees and honeybees. And in Germany, you also have what are technically bees, but basically wasps. And they're called asshole bees.
Okay.
Because they're assholes and don't really serve a purpose to the environment the way that, well, every other bee does. Alright, let's hack our way out now. That was not what I wanted to do. Ignorant thing.
100%.
Oh my gosh!
Well, it's still going, but it's at 100%.
So,
I think we're aiming at 120.
yes. What was that shade you were throwing at me earlier? Alright, I've met the minimums now. And exceeded.
Logging
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh.
Climb.
We may be launching.
Oh my god.
Now I've got to go set the resolution.
So that you can read the stupid screen?
Ironically, I have to go up to it to read the screen. Oh my god.
Ding, fries are done.
Oh, we got a pre-cache.
Yes!
Caching 3D models.
I need a go-go.
Actually, log in. That'll be the tell.
Hey, buddy. Go on a meat spinner? Sure. Daffy bastard.
You've got to be kidding me.
Nope. I never kid. What?
It's still sitting at the... When I go to log in and I hit enter after I put my password in, it doesn't go to the server selection screen. It just sits there with a blank screen.
Oof.
This is after reinstalling.
And that bastard Lionel Riza may be your leader, but he's not my great leader. Sincola Ultralight. I want an Ultralight. So you can use the mouse scroll wheel in some places, but not in the Yo's menu.
Right.
Because why would you want to scroll there? Well, yes, I would like to get rid of my entrails. And my chitin scraps. And my limbs.
Wherever you go, NCPD has an eye on you.
Yummy fangs.
Your great leader Lion Riza wishes all citizens a productive and happy day.
Would you look at that? I've been playing for about an hour and a half and I got wood. 13 of them, in fact.
Ooh.
And see, now I'm gonna have to go listen to Pretty Piece of Flesh again. And I'll need some more gloves because of the bodily fluids. I will say that even with the missed cues and other problems with some of the audio, the music and the sound cues in Neocron were pretty good. I really did. That was one of the aesthetics that I really liked about this game.
Yep. The announcements are what does it for me.
Exactly. Because you can't have a dystopian hellscape without having a constant barrage of commercials. And speaking of SXR and our friends there, I know I still have it because it was on my old Dell and I backed up that hard drive before I retired it. But one of the gentlemen was he had a very Scottish, I think it was, accent. And we were talking one day, all of us weirdos, we were talking one day, and I walked through and that announcement came on. Wherever you are, wherever you go, Tangent is there with you, or something like that. And I happened to walk past one of Mab's belts. Mabs had died again, which was a fairly common occurrence for Mabs. So I jokingly in our voice chat made a comment, wherever you go, Mabs has died there before. Well, long story short, our Scottish friend ended up recording that for me. And for me anyway, it was one of the best memories I have of SXR. Wherever you go, Mabs has died there before.
And that's actually the exact comment I found on the SXR Discord, so I knew you were there.
Oh. Did I happen to upload it there?
No, not the audio file. You just wrote it in the text of wherever you go, Maps has died there.
Well, there's Pyro. All right. Stupid thing. And you can't use enter, you have to click on the interface, which is something. It is a choice that is made.
There's definitely got to be a file or something somewhere, because when I brought up the thing, it had my username pre-filled in, even though I had completely deleted that directory.
Well, that could be problematical.
Yeah, so where does it store that? Is it maybe in the registry? I wouldn't think so.
I wouldn't have thought so either. Sewer 4.1, very easy. Hello. Hello there. Let's see if this very easy dungeon or sewer has any higher earning potential. I doubt it. But I can wish. Oh, you don't have to hack your way down to level 2 in this one. Well, isn't that grand? It's a big black what? Oh, this is one of those annoying double-sided dungeons. Well... Oh, it's a big black roach. Well, why did somebody smoke it before I got to? How rude. Hey, look, cargo trunks that I can hack if my hacking skill is high enough. And assuming that a bunch of shit doesn't spawn on me as I'm doing it. Again. The giant rat about to die. So be happy, Captain. This is a swarm of bees as opposed to flying bees today.
Well, that at least has some meaning.
Relevance? Yes. Damn, locked. Well, let me unlock it then. Tiny. Let's see. Nope. I'm gonna get this one. Cool. While I was trying to hack, a small rat spawned for me. And a roach. And this is why some sewers are a pain in the ass when you're alone. Well, that's going to be a problem for me. Crap, I don't want this Cost me one more. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna get that. Obviously, my hacking isn't high enough to hack these boxes. These things are spawning in a hurry. I would say forget it, and I'm gonna go gin up a tank. But I really don't want to spend the time right now screwing around with the startup missions that you can't bypass. Because if I'm gonna hang out in the newbie zone, then I'm gonna hang out in the newbie zone for a while. And gather a bunch of crap and come out of the newbie zone with a good chunk of money. Which it is possible to make some money. So let's go find an easy dungeon instead of a very easy.
Attention citizens. Highly dangerous criminals sighted inside the inner city limits.
Oh my god, highly dangerous criminals. And I want to say that Hugh is vehicles, isn't it, Lachlan?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, no. Hugh is high tech.
Oh.
High tech weapon. You're thinking of next.
Drones and turrets, ammunition and mods, and cannon. Who is it that sells the monk gear?
Don't ask what your city administration can
The
do
what
for
gear?
you. Ask
The
what
monk
can do for
gear?
your city administration.
So psi
There's
modules.
in Pepper Park. There's a psi seller in Pepper Park.
Oh, okay. Ew.
Remember, the psi users are outside of the city. They were ejected when city administration took over.
Hmm.
Wherever you go, NCPD has an eye on you.
Yeah, okay. Ooh. Let's take everybody on a tour of the zoo. I don't remember how much. Oh, I thought the zoo had a cost. Yeah, looking at the stains on the floors here, I have concerns about how safe this zoo actually is. That's certainly something. It's for employees only. Well, open for me. Neocron Enforcer? Is that what that said? Oh, Zookeeper. Oh, God, the spiders and their clicking. Ugh. Damn clicking of the spiders. It's gonna give me nightmares again.
The Tech Haven spiders.
Just in general. From the, because there are spiders in the in Neocron City proper, in the sewers. You want to get stronger, faster, smarter, you need the budget. Oh dear. Okay, he's telling me to go to the sewers. Thanks, bruv.
Wherever you go, NCPD has an eye on
Okay, yeah. Oh look, snakes. Oh, I remember these obnoxious little crabs. Oh, it's been a minute since I fought any of them, thankfully. Alright, let's do a quick easy. See if we can find a quick easy since we're going into the sewer anyway. Kill giant diseased rats. Yeah, forget it. I'm just gonna drop into a sewer. Kids today and their no-zoned games. Alright, where's Pepper and where's her park?
NCPD has an eye on you.
It's a high-sec login. Hello there, Ossifer. ASG.
NCPD has an eye
Ion.
on you.
Oh, that's next. Headquarters. So, Sewer 1.1, easy. Sounds good. Sounds nice. Make it twice. It's a lizard. Now if I could just shoot the damn thing, that'd be great.
Well, I guess I'm gonna try to do a repair. I don't know what good it'll do, considering I just downloaded it fresh.
And I died. Excellent. Wow, I step into an easy dungeon with 3 lizards and immediately die.
Which dungeon was that?
1.1, easy.
Wow. We've done harder. I mean, we did harder than that.
Yeah. Alright, Industrial A, yeah.
Well, I am clearly not going to get to play anything.
Damn.
Yeah,
I am going to...
I'm not playing with Alice. I'm just sitting here watching the damn progress meter.
I am going to... Oh, I'm in Plaza 3. I need to be in Plaza 1. Okay. That explains so much. I'm gonna go get my belt. And then I believe I'm going to end stream and log off. Hey, it's a Crichton's Tech Tools. Chems. Tools and equipment. And tools.
Don't start.
it's getting to be that time.
Proto-pharma.
It's almost time for the dogs to eat.
Your
Ah,
strength,
so.
your cure.
They're starting to wind themselves up.
Because they never eat anything.
They've started with the soft whining, and eventually it will progress until they're flat out barking at us.
Uh-huh.
Though if you're fortunate, you may hear Pepper crooning.
Oh dear.
He's taken to doing this real, back and stroke. Oh. Ah.
Your great lady Lion Riza wishes all citizens a productive and happy
He's
day.
just can't
City
muster the
administration
energy because he's so
Riza
hungry.
Neocon
Yeah. Why do you never feed us, parents? I... Administration... I need... City sectors, thank you. Oh, actually, I do need to put my armor back on.
Oh, you know what tomorrow is? Actually,
Yeah.
I guess it's almost today for you.
Yep.
What's tomorrow?
September 11th.
Proto-pharma. Your hope, your strength, your cure.
Alright. Let's see if I can not die a second time.
City Mercs, solving almost all your problems.
Solving almost all of your problems. There we go. Good old Archer and Wesson.
NCPD has an eye on you.
Pile of metal plates. Why, yes, I would like them. Thank you. Alright, I need to find Dungeon 1. Or Sewer 1.1. Hello.
Now, he went right from crooning to barking.
Alright, Trade Center. I'm pretty sure I was in Plaza 1, but I'm starting to think that I wasn't. Hey. Stupid thing. Yes, in guns we trust. Ah, yes, I need to go to Rockware and buy some outfits for my character because obviously I'm not fashionable enough. Not where I was. Well, shit. I may have to come back tomorrow to find my belt. Flowers and pottery. Alright, you know what? That's what I can do. Entertainment. I want to go to the zoo. Let's backtrack to the zoo and see if we can find it on the way there. At some point, I'm also going to have to buy a healing and shady dealer. Healing and offensive tech for use in cyberspace.
You're a Psy monk, though, right?
Yeah. I have some skills in hacking, though. So I guess I should lom that hacking off and concentrate on Psy use.
Yeah, probably. If you want to do hacknet stuff, you can roll a spy.
There it is. All right. See if I can get my damn belt. One lizard? Only one lizard. And I didn't even need to come back because I didn't drop a belt. That's awesome. But I got the XP for killing them. Oh good, a rabid dog. Best kind of dog, right? Wow, 90 for him. All right, you know, I think that's gonna be where we call it a night, folks. So for those who joined, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. Lachlan, as always, thank you for joining. It was a pleasure. It was fun reminiscing. I'm sorry that you weren't able to get installed and running yourself, but I imagine we'll be able to play soon, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's the most on-brand thing I can think of.
Yeah, but the problem is, it's more on brand for me to be having computer problems than you.
Well, so considering I spent most of my morning trying to get it to run under wine, but not successfully, and then I spent the other part of the morning writing a blog post about it, and then the rest of my day about trying to get it to run correctly under Windows. So, yeah, it's been a very successful Neocron day.
Yeah, and very on brand for the game.
Indeed.
All right. Well, I am going to shut the stream down and we're going to sign off. Have a wonderful evening, morning, or afternoon, everyone. Yeah, it's still Saturday for me, barely. And we will be back on Tuesday at 1900 CET or 2 p.m. I'm sorry. 1900 Central European Time or 1 p.m. Central US Time. And with that, good night.